Okay, here's a quick video. If you got a Dodge Ram, then this may interest you. I have been going crazy over the last couple of months with my seat covers. I had a little seat cover down here, and every time I got out, it would slide out. Then I'd have to put it back, and then I'd slide out. I do not have one stain on my seats. I do not have a burn hole. I have nothing. Well, I don't smoke. So I found these, and these were only 50 bucks. They're like kind of like a leather. I don't know how hot that'll be in the summer, but if you have these type of seats, and they come in different colors, and you have a Dodge Ram, these were like 50 bucks. The way they went on, they slipped over top like a pillowcase. And then this actually pulled down with an elastic. I mean, these are on there good. When I climb in, when I climb out, they are super awesome. Now, the back seat, I picked this up, yes. Well, it took 2 days to come in, but I picked this up. This pretty much has fit, and I got the largest one they have, so it's a little bit short, but it's not too bad. The seat belts do come out, as you can see there. Kind of lays flat, and it's made by bark or lumber, whatever, and it's what do you call it? It's weatherproof. It also came with this thing, which I thought was pretty cool. See that? Now Cosmo likes to stick his head up there and almost climb in the front seat with me. I'm kind of hoping this will deter him a little bit, so that's kind of cool. But this will protect the seat from my dog when he gets filthy. So that's going to be pretty awesome. My back seats need to be redone where the metals are. This is for my AR-15. And this is for a medical kit I currently have down in the bunker. I'm redoing my medical kits to see what I got in and what I don't, and moving things over. That's turned into quite a job because I've had to redo things. And then tomorrow, gotta go put my wife's tires on her car. Cost me about 350 bucks for those tires. And it's gonna cost me 120 to get them balanced, aligned, and all that stuff. Well, hers weren't too bad, is what they were. I'm gonna take them to my buddy here in town, the garage I like. He may be a little bit more pricey, but I don't care. The guy does a good job. Now you want to see something? Look at this. These are my tires. My tires are 6 years old, and I guess I could get, probably another 6 months out of them if I wanted to. So, but it's kind of like, and those are Falcon. When I bought those, they were like $1,200. And like I said, I've had them for about 6 years. So I also bought new tires. I'll take you over here and I'll show you. I got them sitting over here. What are you up to? Yeah, my guy. Yes. I'm waiting on some paperwork for this canoe so I can get it registered and take the boat motor out and get that motor broken. You know, I watch people's videos and I see everybody with snow and everything up north, and yet we're in the 60s and 70s. Hell, I cut grass just a couple days ago. I do love Tennessee when the weather gets like this. Watch out, you guys. Oh. So these came in, and they did lose one. It's the same tire. You know, it's a Wild Peak AT3W. Look at that thread. You know, huge. All four of these cost me $1,500. And then, what did my guy say? I think he said 180 or 220 to align and put them on. Now, you got to understand, my Dodge Ram has a quirk thing to it. And they can't get the steering wheel to stop moving. And that's the funny thing about it. They can't get it to stop moving around. No matter how many times they bolt it or whatever they do, they can't get it to do it. So they welded it. So for me to get an alignment on this truck, for me to get an alignment on this truck, they got to break the weld, put the tires on, balance them, and then align them. And once they've got them aligned, then weld it again. Just ridiculous. And we found that out by accident. I took my truck in and I wanted to get the tires aligned because they didn't feel right. This was last year. And when I did that, the guy said, well, why is it welded? I said, welded? And the truck's only been to two dealers, to one dealer and my guy. So he called the dealer, and on all these 2015s, maybe even the 16s, 17s, they are welding the front. That's the only way they've fixed it. And it seems like anytime you buy a vehicle, there's always something. I even had people ask me, are you going to sell it now? I said, no, I'm not going to sell it. The bloody thing's paid off. Jeez. And my four-wheel drive's broke. I just haven't got out here to fix it yet. Apparently, when they put four-wheel drive on these trucks, they run like a little bar. And if you hit a bump hard enough, the bar comes off. And then that's it. Your four-wheel drive's gone. Because you can't switch your four-wheel drive. So that was something else. Now, I do have everything I need. I made a video on it, or I posted it in my community page on what I'm doing. But I could get 6 more months out of those tires. I don't know. But it's just really, really frustrating when they do things with these trucks. So to fix the four-wheel drive, I got this adjustable piping screw wrench. When I get around to it, I'll post all the parts and everything. But it'll probably take me an hour to get it hooked up and get everything done. And then my four-wheel drive should be working again. And that couldn't have broke at the worst time. You know, it broke when we had winter and we had about 2 inches of snow in the driveway, and I could not drive into the driveway. It was ridiculous. I don't know if we can see this or not. See this here? This is my four-wheel drive. Look at that. Isn't that bullshit? I got to replace the bar underneath. It's not a big deal, I mean. But it's not like I can't climb under it. I don't have to jack it up or anything. So I'm missing a few bolts to complete it that I need to go down to the hardware store to get. And then I can get this fixed up. So we'll have new tires, four-wheel drive will work, new seat covers so I don't have to fight with them anymore. Cosmo can go in the back and not make my seat look like a pigsty. And I think we're back to par. Had the oil changed the other day. What was that, 130? Change the oil. Another thing about this truck is, well, it takes special oil. It don't take your regular oil. Like my wife, I change her oil, it's like 30 bucks. But this, it needs a special type of oil they put in this engine. And the oil itself, it's easy $100 before you do anything. And then you got to buy the filter. Now the air filter I have in this truck is good for life, so I just clean it. But it's funny, you know, you let a few things go and they start adding up pretty quick. But I've got it all caught up. We'll get the new tires put on. I don't know, maybe I'll try and sell them to somebody. Sit back and say, here you go, 4 tires, probably last you a year. 100 bucks, come get them. At least that. See, I don't like changing tires. You know, I see a lot of people who drive them until they're bald, and I'm like, I really don't like doing that. And just last week, my wife's car was sitting in the driveway with a hole in the tire. She drove it maybe, I don't know, from the driveway to my truck, which really isn't that far. And she called me and she says, my car's got a flat. Oh my God, what am I going to do? She acted like the end of the world was here. You know, a woman's car goes down. It's the end of it, right? So I go out and take a look and I says, yeah, looks like you got a screw in it. I says, I'll put a plug in it. And she says, that's safe? I says, yeah, that's safe. It's right on the side. It's fine. and got to teach my son how to do it. I carry a complete plug system in my truck. I can plug a tire anytime I want. I didn't have to take her tire off the rim because it was written where I needed to be. Reamed it out, put it in, cut the end off, and then called her out. I mean, it took me 15 minutes tops. She's like, "That's it?" I said, "That's it." Pulled my thing out and aired the tire up. She says, "You're all good." I says, "But look at this tire, it's bald." Like, "Don't you look at your tires?" She said, "I don't look at my tires." I know, you're too busy playing music. I have to go around checking all this stuff. She don't. I gotta check oil, transmission fluid. I never thought about checking her tires. I thought, if her tires get bald, she'd tell me. Nope, she didn't. Of course, your tires will tell you. They'll start picking up screws and popping and let you know. But her one tire's bald. And you can literally skate on it. But we'll replace her tires tomorrow. And then maybe I'll do mine on Wednesday or Thursday. We can't do them at the same time because you need one vehicle to get home. So when she drops off her car and I drop off the tires, then she can come home in the truck and then go back and pick it up when it's done. But everything's getting a little bit upgraded, and they'll be good for another 5 or 6 years. I do like those tires. They're expensive now. They weren't expensive before. They do grab. And these tires are actually known for being the best for an all-terrain vehicle, all-terrain tire for the rain. And that was really important to me. I did look at 3 other all-terrain tires, and they looked a little cooler, but they were lacking in performance when I was checking reviews and everything else. And one guy even had a video of him sliding right across the interstate sideways because he hydroplaned, because the tire didn't throw the water properly. And I was like, wow. And it was cheaper. It was a couple $100 cheaper. But I kind of like to stay where I am. And we do get some bad rains here in Tennessee. I mean, the downpours are so bad you can't even see out your windshield. So that's kind of important. So, piss on saving 200 or 300. I went with the better performance tire in the rain. So $1,500, a couple $100. I mean, literally, what I've been into this week just with this. That's like $2,000. For her tires, my tires, alignments. I mean, geez. I'll tell you, that hurts when you got to pay that. Well, they're good for another 6 years. Anyways. So that's kind of what I've been doing, but I'm working on medical kits right now. I want to get them fixed and be all set. Zombie response vehicle. People take so many photos of that. That is hilarious. I even have a light behind here that turns on. So you literally have 1, 2, 3 lights that turn on in the front plus your regular lights. And this thing's got moisture in it. See that? That's when that buzzard hit my vehicle, and that's why I got the rust there. I got to sand that down and touch it up. But I had a buzzard hit me. I think I got a video of that did that in. So we're pretty much all done after this week. And then I can get back to training Cosmo again. I'll catch you guys later.